What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split Europe West. I'm Hot Jukes here with Mustache Dave. And of course, this event is sponsored by Xiaomi. Innovation for everyone. Baby, man, did we have a day of games for y'all? Because past few days, we have seen some teams really finally start to get in the
opportunity to play 12 games, 6 on Erangel, 3 on Sanhok, 3 on Miramar. So if Erangel was their favorite map of choice, well, that was 50% of the map pool. And if they do qualify to make it to the finals, it's going to be the same thing when it comes to Erangel being 50% of the map pool. So yeah, Teletubbies, doing quick math real quick, I believe they're 20 points. So they need 20 points to breach that top 16. But like you said, they're not playing tomorrow. And tomorrow, other teams are going to be able to make sure to get more than those 20 points just to breach it. So a lot of the teams playing today at the very bottom, they, I want to say, need at least, if I had to just put a number on it, I want to say at least a 30 to 40 point day. 30 to 40 points so that they can have somewhat of a buffer for tomorrow to offset the fact that they're not playing, right?
Oh, yeah, and I completely agree. And I'll say this. I'd rather be them having a 40-point day rather than a 30, because if you look at the Teletubbies, they have put up 40 points in total in the past 3 days. So they really, and just today, and not just so I can say another day or no, today, they need to put up pretty much the exact same amount of points that they were able to do in 3 days here in just one. So they have to have a pop-off day, really, if they're looking to really solidify their seat in the top 16. And even then, it isn't completely solid, you know? But we'll see what they opt to do, and if these teams are looking to turn around. I want to see some desperation, Dave. I want to see some squads just say, hey, you know what? We got to do this. We got no choice. We got to put some points on the board. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We got them on the plane right now. And you can see they're locked, they're loaded, and they're ready to go.
Lock and load, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 of the second to last day when it comes to the group stages. So if your team is participating today, give them your energy. Give them that energy to really pop off here today. And talking about energy, but plane number 1, pretty solid. It's going to be cutting the map right in half like a nice grilled cheese sandwich. All these teams, all these players, they should be able to pretty much drop where they desire. And honestly, I feel like we're going to have two different games here today. You're going to have the bottom leaderboard really trying hard, maybe even avoiding fights. Meanwhile, you're going to have teams who are at the top and they are almost certain, safe, with the amount of points they have. They might be coming in here trying out some new things, trying out some new strategies, tactics, maybe some new rotations to possibly prepare for the PMCO Finals coming up right after this. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, the two different play styles we see here today.
And that's the advantage they get. They've earned it. They've earned the ability to be able to do that since they've done so well. And to be honest, this is really the only place that you can get that kind of practice in. You can only get your clutch badge right here in the Club Open and stages moving on. So I want to see which teams are going to be able to do it. We can see the first circle is going to go on up, Dave, and it's going to be heavily here on the east side.
Yeah, we got some water. We got some water in play. And going back to, the teams maybe playing a little desperate, looking to really avoid any type of conflict early on. I'm looking at Kameshki. I'm looking at Stalber. Even Yes Naya. I'm actually surprised Yes Naya is still open. Yes, the playing path didn't favor it. But I'm looking for teams to maybe drop down as fast as possible, get in a vehicle, and just start rotating up there. Looking on around, though, some teams not in the actual zone who are going to have to fight it out right now. We're going to be checking in with Respect Esports, and I'm trying to see who is that with them. I didn't catch it.
Looks like we're going to see the team.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be Daus Legion. So
both in top 16
they're going to be able to. Yeah, they're doing okay. The main thing is that Daus is at an 11th place with 73 points. So they definitely do not want to have a 0 day. They need to put up a good solid, 20 points, 30 to really just, feel good going into tomorrow. And Respect, man, These guys have to already be feeling amazing because they were in 30th place at the start of yesterday, Dave. And now 9th. What a jump. 2 chicken dinners. I mean, I think a lot of people didn't really see that coming, but they showed up. And Poppy, I think he's been one of my favorite players to look at. He has definitely put up some really big plays.
Yeah, I mean, 2 chicken dinners will definitely do that, right? And I don't believe we've had a team yet in the group stages who have been able to accomplish that. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment to be able to get 2 chicken dinners in one day. That's a 50% win ratio in a day, all right? I mean, that's pretty gosh darn solid. And I believe with that behind them from yesterday's momentum, I think we should expect some early game aggression coming out from Respect Esports because they definitely have the points to kind of float around and risk it, I guess you can say.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 4 teams who have won chicken dinners, have won 2 chicken dinners so far, and Respect is officially in that league. And they could tell, that they're gonna want to make it at least 3 or 4. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it today, though. A lot of teams are going to be changing up their play styles because they have to, right? Like, you can't be, if you've been struggling so far, you can't be doing the same thing that you've been doing. You have to do something different to get some major points on the board. And I want to see that, especially from the teams that have been, quiet these past 3 days that they've been playing.
But you also have to think, like, if they've been quiet for the last 3 days, desperation comes into play. What can they really do? I mean, do they risk it more or do they continue playing the same play style that they've been playing so far? I mean, obviously a change is needed, but if that's just not your team's, your team's vibe, your team's play style in the first place, like you can't really force it either. So very, very tough day. A lot of pressure coming in to the final 4 maps for these teams, really trying to continue to chase that dream of moving on into that next round. And we're going to see Nacho right there picking up a nice little 1 point for their squad here and some loot.
Catching this straggler here from Dallas Legion. That's going to be a good start to their game. I mean, the big thing, though, Dave, is I would ask, can they do math? That's the most important thing. Because let's look at this. The point system. To get top 5 isn't easy. We know that. If you get 5th place, what is that? Like 6 points?
6 points.
So
yeah, 6 points.
So imagine you get 6th place or 5th place 4 times in a row. That's 20 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
24.
At the same time, can you really expect to get those kind of placements every single game, considering, circle rotations, different things that could come up, positional issues? It's so tough. You have to realize, you know what? If we need to put up 30 points, we need to get kills. We have to put kills on the board, big time. So at that point, you got to say, you know what? If we've been passive and thinking that we're going to get here just with placement points, that's not available no more. We got to start fighting some squads.
And that's the thing that's so crazy. Like, even if, that's a huge accomplishment. If you can get top 5 in 4 games, hey, congrats to you. I mean, that right there.
Points is a great opportunity for them to get some.
9 teams to go here. And looking at the mini map, it looks as if all of our teams are currently on the edge of the zone. The center, barren. I mean, there's a little shack over there. There's a boulder. So that's going to be a challenging time for any of these squads to make it on in. That's why we start to see them play that edge, try to rack up as many points as possible. Looking on over here, this is going to be like the Nostra Ice within grenade range.
Points bad.
Yeah, they need points bad. And right on over the hill, Entro pick, trying to avoid the nades.
We'll see if he's going to be able to. Unfortunately, he does get knocked in return. Now, Loco Nostra Ice, they're currently sitting in 21st place at the start of this game. So they are now getting pushed up on by Entro pick. So they need to defend this position, but they're having to focus on too many things. They're looking in so many directions. The zone is going to shift onto them. So they need to get this reset, and they need to win this fight. And if they do, they could put up some serious points this game.
They could definitely put up some points, and they have some more time to work with right now. The thing that really concerns me is that there's going to be 2 teams right to the north of them. And once when the gunfight starts to erupt, I would predict that we will see Master Esports try to take advantage and sandwich La Nostra Ice. And I believe that's what Golden Touch is doing. Golden Touch trying to make sure that they do not get pushed from the north for free. But the thing that worries me is they're spreading out just a little too thin right now.
Yes, they are, and they got to be really careful. And you can definitely see these teams start to really feel the pressure. Right now, they're holding this spot in that position because they're pretty central in the zone. Entropic, they're in 15th place as well, so they need to get some good points so that way they can be out of harm's way when it comes to making it into the top 16 or securing that spot. But they got to get it past so many teams. This is what we've been talking about, Dave. Look how small this circle is. 24 minutes in, 9 teams remaining. If you go out, that is 1 placement point. Just 1.
And that is crazy. That is just insane to think about, but that's the name of the game. And talking about the name of the game, we saw them very early on in Respect Esports. They lost 3, forcing Nacho just to play that survivor role and try to get those placement points. So let's see. Nacho does have 2 teachers right in front of him, but getting a nice little view over here. Our squad currently with 5 kills. La Nostra Ice, they are playing this one really well with their little soft 2-2 split.
Yeah, they got to be careful, though, about splitting up a little too much, but they have no choice. They have to hit the deck. There's not a lot of cover left here. They are working pretty well together, though. That was a nice shot there from Elo to get some assistance. Little smokes coming out really quickly. That's right on top of them, but a lot of these teams just can't push up because there's no cover, and there's so many different squads surrounding them that they're just going to have to just snake their way in slowly and just make plays as they go along.
The team in the best position right now for UN Clan. They have the South. They have a buffer around them. The only thing that worries me is I see Berlin, the snake, crawling up right behind them. And we've seen Berlin in the past. They got that clutch badge. They know how to clutch it out. Going to be tossing the smoke on top of them. If that was a grenade, I was getting pumped for it. So for UN Clan, lucking out big time right there. Lucking out big time. They have some cover. They got a boulder. They got a Dacia still in full tact, and the next zone, they're going to be right there on the edge.
And I bet you at this circle, they're thinking, okay, man, we'll probably go out 4th or 5th. Nope, 8th place, 1 point. Just like that. At the same time, though, Berlin and his squad have put up quite a few points. So they're sitting pretty right now when it comes to qualifying for the next round. A lot of these other teams, though, they're the ones that really need to put in work. For UN Clan, this is one of them at 22 points. We're seeing a lot of teams here in the end game that are ones that are pretty much the ones that are struggling for top 16. So that's going to make that race for those spots even that much more difficult.
And that's exactly what they need. That's exactly what they need. Backfire going to be rolling up. Does spot out.
Got him.
Pack pops up. Taking down McNasty. Trying to get the quick confirm. Quickly retaliating back behind that tree for cover. Remember, La Nostra Ice, they got that 2-2 split, and that is the strength of that 2-2 split right there.
You can see that they need to get some support going on, but look at this. Entropic are opting for this crazy snake play. Oh, he caught him. Was able to spot out that snake. It's so difficult to be able to do that, especially considering that these people are looking at a mobile device. You have to see the tiniest little pixel that moves, and they're going to catch it every time. Look at that nade onto Entropic. This man is so low. He needs to get picked up right now, and they're going to go for it. Oh, my goodness. Tons of utility being thrown here at the end game.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about catching it, and they caught a grenade right at the same time. Mooney going to be the last one alive for Entropic, trying to heal on up for UN Clan. 8 kills already. They are feeling good. They're trying to capitalize on their advantage over here in the South. And utility is the name of the game. They don't want to get into a gunfight with Mooney. They want to take Mooney out with the grenade and just avoid the risk of exposing themselves to the other teams up there to the north.
That's what they need to do. For UN with 8 kills, that is a huge game for them. La Nostra Ice, 6 kills. This is already a great start as well. Now there's 3 teams remaining, and look at this. Gold touch. Seems like he does have the gold touch as he's able to get a really nice knock right there. The blue zone. Papa Blue's going to come in and finish them off. So now it's just Mooney from Entropic. He tried to get the point, but he's not going to be able to. It is all La Nostra Ice. This squad has to be pumped, Dave.
Starting this game, 21st position on the overall leaderboard. Yes, they had a chicken dinner already. This will be their second chicken dinner. Entropic Mooney playing that snake role, paying off big time. They were at least able to secure themselves 12 points for placement, plus all those kills. I mean, Mooney, 5 kills to themselves. But for UN Clan, Jukes, for UN Clan.
Wow.
What happened, man? The blue zone. What, did they forget that the blue zone's a thing right there? I mean, what happened?
Man, I mean, it's just so tough. Towards that end game, when you're snaking, you have no cover. You just got to be able to just push up little by little, and just the pressure was just too strong from them. You can't stand up. The second you stand up, you're gonna get killed instantly. So, unfortunately, if you could practice crawling to crawl a little bit faster, that would be great. Unfortunately, it's the same speed among all these players, and they weren't able to make it in. I'll say one thing though: for UN, regardless, they got to be pumped up. 11 kills, third place. That's a huge performance. Entropic, same thing. Loco Nostra Ice, huge. And Loco Nostra Ice, they were on the lowest team on the leaderboard with the chicken dinner. So I think that looking at that, they're like, you know what, we can't go out. There's no way that we can go out bottom 16 with a chicken dinner under our belt. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get a second one. And I got to say, these, in my eyes, these are the championship games. This is where you're going to find teams that are going to possibly move on to the end, because they have to be able to handle the pressure and show that even though all is on the line, we're going to show up and we're going to be able to get some wins. And that's exactly what they did.
And I really like that 2-2 split they had right there. I mean, for Loco Nostra Ice, because we saw the strength of it, right? As long as your duo, as long as one of the pairs don't immediately get taken out, it allows, as long as the communication is there, it allows the other duo, the other pair, to quickly flick around and provide that support with that off angle, especially towards the late game where it's a lot of snakes, right? It's a lot of snakes. So information is key. When you get picked off by a snake, you have to immediately, behind us, right there, mark it, do whatever you have to do, and then allow your other duo who currently isn't under fire to help out. And that right there, I believe, is, I want to say why Loco Nostra Ice, why they won. I mean, the duos that they had right there, very strong, especially up against all those snakes that we ended up seeing.
And the big thing is we saw them get knocked constantly. Loco Nostra Ice were getting picked apart. The big thing, though, is like you mentioned, they were rocking that duo. So the second one of the members of that duo got knocked, the other member was right there to smoke, be able to pick him right back up and keep him in the fight. If you are 4 split, the second you get knocked, it's over. You're not getting picked back up. And to be able to see them utilize each other like that, that is so crucial there towards the end game. And man, I mean, they had a great performance. So I can't wait to see what the leaderboard is going to look like. And hopefully we'll be able to catch it right after this quick short break. Welcome back, everybody, to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split EU West. I'm Hot Chooks here with Mustache Dave, back once again. Of course, this amazing event sponsored by our amazing sponsors, Xiaomi Innovation for Everyone. So, match number 1 in the books. 3 more left to go here, Dave. Group A versus Group D. This is their last chance to put up points. And we saw some teams that really needed them actually go out there and get them. Really, really happy to see that.
Yeah, I mean, game 1, best case scenario, honestly, for a lot of teams who found themselves at the bottom echelons of the leaderboard. That's exactly what they needed, and they need more, right? Like you mentioned, 3 more games to go. They need to do that same thing. Loconostra Ice, they need to pull off that same thing. For UN Clan, same thing, 3 more times. And honestly, if they could do that 3 more times, you just gotta walk away happy, regardless of what happens at the end of the tournament tomorrow. If you have one really solid day, you show up, you show the viewers what you're made out of, you get 30, you get 40 points. I mean, you can't be too down on yourself if you don't qualify by 1 or 2 points. Like you gave it your all. And there's always next PMCO, right? I mean, hey, I'm just trying to be optimistic. Right?
I mean, you be optimistic, but I gotta admit, man,
teams are gonna lose.
Yeah, the teams are gonna lose, but I tell you what, man, it's got to be devastating to watch because they're gonna have to be biting their nails, just watching their points, hoping that a team doesn't get that money to pass them up. And if they do end up getting bad beat by a couple points, I mean, we've talked to teams in the past that did get knocked out by 1 point, and they said we're done. Like it was so devastating, like we were gonna retire,
we disbanded.
Yeah. So it's tough to see from these teams. They've worked so hard to get here, and in order to really solidify your spot, you're gonna have to put up some major points because tomorrow they're going to know exactly how many points they need in order to pass you up. So let's go ahead and take a look at the leaderboards so that way we can see exactly how these squads are doing. And look at this, Dave. I'm looking at that 16th spot. No other than our last game's winners.
Loconostra Ice, 16th right now. 2 chicken dinners, and this is kind of crazy. Just the fact that they do have 2 chicken dinners, and then on the flip end, you got Team Masters, no chicken dinner, GSG Europe, no chicken dinner. So chicken dinners, 15 points. It's great. It's great. But for the structure now with the point system, the strong teams that really shine are teams that not only can get chicken dinners, but can also frag out. And that's what we see at the top. Hey, Gaming, look at that. 60 placement points, 65. So a team, if you can have like a 50-50 split when it comes to placement points to kill points, you're always going to be at the top. You need to be good at all aspects of competitive PUBG Mobile now.
Oh, without a doubt. Let's go ahead and move on over to our second page so we can see which teams are the ones that are now in a world of hurt. Mixed squad, they have dropped down now to 17. So they're going to have to put up some points tomorrow. Fast Boys as well. So we're starting to see these teams that aren't playing today drop down. It's only it was only going to happen eventually. But we're going to see how much of a gap they're going to need at the end of the day here. And the problem for these squads is that a lot of teams that have been struggling so far put up some major points. So now that's going to mean that they're going to have to work even harder, as that gap from top 16 is going to start getting bigger and bigger as we get every single match going here today.
If you turn your attention to the bottom 4 teams, they are also playing here today. They got 3 more games to go. Martin Gaming, Be My Loot, Teacher Team, and the Republic of Koska playing in today's matches. Now, if you are all the way down here, you need some binoculars to check them out. I mean, what do you do here? I mean, honestly, Sanhok, I think all 4 of us need to just drop boot camp, have a little punch out, What do you do? Like, Jukes, honestly, like, in your honest opinion, like, what can they do with 3 more games to go?
Have fun. That's right. That's really all you can do at that point. To be honest with you, if I was on that team, I would ensure that I put myself in a position to just frag out. And I'm being honest. And this is like as an individual player, because it's obvious that your team is not making it. You want to be able to kind of go out and make some highlight reel moments that you can, show to other teams, or maybe even help motivate your squad to kind of do the same. Is go pop off, do the best you possibly can do to get kills. Because to be honest with you, we as casters, as viewers, it's really difficult for us to see other things that a player's good at when it comes to driving skills, IGLing, communication. All the really thing that we get to focus on is kills. So I would just be like, let's just frag out of our minds. Go focus to go ahead and get, because if you have one player on one of those teams, if they don't make it, but if they get 15, 16 kills by themselves, that's huge. That is a highlight reel moment there. So we'll see if one of those teams are going to be able to step up and one of those players are able to make something happen.
People only remember the last thing you did. People only remember that, and that's it. So they need to really frag out, get those plays in. And hey, you forgot to mention, all right, Teletubbies. They moved up a spot. They moved up a spot. So 3 more games. They moved up a spot. All right, baby.
They're moving.
They started in 23rd. Okay. They're in 22nd now. Okay. Hey, slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Sanhok. We got the players loaded up, slow and steady. Well, let's see what will happen. Will teams drop boot camp? Will we have a bloodfest in the final Sanhok for groups A and D? Well, let's find out.
Let's go. We got the players on the plane, and it's looking like it's going right down the center here of Sanhok. Oh, yeah, right down the middle. And right over that lovely boot camp, baby. The Lobster Building. Which squad is going to decide to send it to this wonderful location? Also got Paradise Resort right here. Those are my 2 favorite spots to land inside of Sanhok. And the teams that just need some insane points, just do it, man. Just drop there. Get it done. Show us something. Show us something.
Just do it. So after this game, you can say,
just do it.
Did it. Just did it. Just did it.
So did it. So Teletubbies need 21 points to crack top 16.
To get top 16.
So far.
Yeah. So
they need way more than that.
I think 1 chicken dinner will definitely set them up like solid, right? Solid. So if you're a Teletubby fan, Pinam, we see them. It's got some good loot. There's a couple teams near them as well. Honestly, another thing to think about, if you're one of these teams already like top 5, this could be a good day to drop where you want to drop for the next stage, right? PMCO Finals, and try to claim that or yourself. So another interesting little aspect of the game. But for UN, we saw them last game. Pretty solid game number 1. And checking on over here for Romanian men, another team at the top right now, Hot because they are just coming in this game, nothing to lose.
No, they don't. We'll see right now as unfortunately Team Masters are getting beat up a little bit. It's just Tuner. Can he be able to make a play? Umer's not going to be able to. So look at that. We're going to see that 2 of their members go down, and that is going to be Master Esports getting a couple points. Now, when it comes to Team Masters, this is a squad that has already put up an insane amount of points, so they could pretty much have fun today. And it looks like they're playing a little extra loose. Ragnar's the last one up. See if he's going to be able to make some plays.
Have fun. Yeah, and same, like, exactly what we were saying about the 4 Romanian men, right? They're currently in second place, Team Masters, and
Chilling.
third place. So honestly, Team Masters, they could do what they want. I mean, they could get 16th place in the next 2 games, and they have so many points that they should definitely be going on into that
But
next
you want to know what
stage.
you want to know what the problems though? You want to know what the problem is though? All these teams on the bottom, they don't want that.
Yeah. They
don't want that. These teams on the bottom,
Team Masters?
No,
What
they
if
don't
they're
want
the
Team
ones getting the
Masters
kills,
to go out early.
What if they're the ones
That's
getting
good
the
for them.
kills?
That's good because you want to put up big points as your team. The thing is that Team Masters are already there. You kind of want them to soak up the points because the more teams that are currently struggling in that bottom, region, if they get more points, that's going to make top 16 much more difficult. So if Team Masters is soaking up all the points away from those squads and your squad is getting quite a few points as well, then those other teams, they're not moving up. That gap is not increasing at all. So seeing, Team Masters go out early, that just gives bigger opportunities for a lot of teams to put up some more points on the board.
It opens up the floodgates in a sense. It opens up the floodgates. I mean, it makes it more entertaining though when it comes to the overall leaderboards, right? But like you said, this might not have been something that these teams on that race, on that chase, calculated into their plans, right? So they're gonna have to adapt.
Yeah, because what you're hoping is, they're hoping that guess what?
Top teams.
Yeah, because they're thinking in their mind, all right, man, we got to get 20 points, but we also have to get 20 points, and we also have to hope that this team gets taken out early. So guess what? If some of the top squads are going out early, they're not killing those teams. So those teams are lasting longer, getting more placement points, and making that gap even further. So it's tougher on these teams on the bottom right now. But at the same time, I mean, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. And this is what I was saying. You can't account for, only certain X amount of points. You have to make a big gap if you want to feel good going in tomorrow.
And that point right there is probably why game number 1, we saw a lot of teams who are in the race, that bottom 16, not qualified yet. They were top 5 last game, right? Because the teams at the top, they did their work. They clocked in, they put in the hard work, and now today they could just sit back, kick their feet up, and just, have a good time. They don't need to try as hard because top 16 is the goal. That is all. You could be first place, you could be 16th place, tomato, it does not matter. It does not matter. So that's why we started seeing those teams at the top play a little more loose, try out some new tactics, maybe split loot all over the place, and you see them just running around like we just saw right there from Team Masters, and we see 4 Romanian men in Paradise looking for some early game action. So really today, it's a big day for these teams trying to qualify. For UN Clan, currently 18th place. 18th place. I mean, they could almost taste it. They can see that finish line. But another thing, I mean, we're going to keep stressing it all day long. Even if any of these teams today, even if they're 16th, 15th, 14th, they have tomorrow. They have tomorrow to sit on the sidelines and cross their fingers and hope that they have enough points to remain there.
That is the worst feeling. There's nothing worse as a competitive player to just sit there and just be like, come on, please don't just go out early. You're just waiting, staring at the kill feed, hoping that team gets taken out. And it's devastating if you don't make it by just a few points. So we'll see. We'll see how that ends up tomorrow. But right now, still 3 games left to go. That's a big opportunity to put up some big points, considering that this entire tournament, each group's playing 12 games for the most part. So for you to be able to go ahead and pop off and get some major points on the board, that is just critical right now.
You saw it right there. Lokonosh Rice just recently broke into that top 16 club, currently in 16th place as of right now. They're going to be chilling right there, playing it nice and slow. And today's games, we can already tell the vibe. It's
look at that.
Ooh, almost. The vibes are different, right? A lot of teams, I want to say all the teams playing a lot more cautiously, a lot more safer, not so loose right here. And that just goes to show you the amount of pressure right now that are on these squads here today. I mean, they want to avoid exactly. They want to avoid the early fights. They want to limit that RNG. They don't want to get taken out early. If they get taken out early, they're going to get no points. I mean, 14th place for the scoreboard, 0 points. And if you are in the race to get that top 16, it's just a simple fact. You can't let that happen to you. If that happens to you one time today, you might as well say goodbye. You might as well say goodbye.
And this is what I've been talking about. I've been talking about this pretty much almost every single day, is like you want to put up such good points, because in order to make it into the end with only 12 games played, you could either have one insane day and two okay days. But that is so difficult to have that insane day on the last day. You know, that is so tough, because you're going to see teams with very, very different play styles that you haven't seen before, just due to the fact of the scoring system and where they need to be. So it makes things a lot harder on you. And for the teams that haven't performed so far, ton of pressure, man, ton of pressure. And they're going to have to, at the end of the day, suck it up and get it done if they want to be able to move it on to the finals.
Checking in right now.
Finals is going to get even harder.
Yeah, it's going to be even sweatier, because only 4 teams move up into that PMPL, and that's the goal. That is the goal. So much money on the line when it comes to 2021. $14 million USD to be exact, and we're checking in with the map. All these teams, they have a compound. They have some type of position that they're comfortable with. They have their fingers crossed. They are hoping for that next zone to favor them, and we see the shift. Okay, we see the shift for the most part. Everybody's going to be in it. We got a couple squads on the outskirts. They need to move just a little bit, but honestly, I don't see a lot of teams moving very much here, this zone.
Yeah, they don't want to. I mean, there's just so many teams surrounding them. They're pretty much stuck in their spot. And this is honestly one of the worst circles, just due to the fact that it is split among 3 islands. So the zone could hard shift in either of those directions. And the teams that are on the other 2 islands, they're just going to be looking up to the sky and saying, why? Why, Blue Zone, do you hate me? Because that is going to be a real tough rotation for them. So, and this is what I was talking about. You know, you can't expect to just get top 5 so easily, because you're going to have some odd zones come in that are going to make things so difficult for you. And if you're one of the teams that need to have an insane game every single game, man, I mean, this is gonna be a tough one. We'll see. We'll see if they're gonna be able to have it after all.
Yeah, I believe the team that is the most centralized here with this new zone, Master Esports, but we'll see what they can accomplish, as we are going to be looking in. No hate up here on top of the mountain cliffs, right underneath them. There's Legion. Jaguar over here. We heard some shots just a couple of moments ago. Yeah, Jaguar needs to really be cautious. They don't want to slip, and I think they're trying to look for a way to vault back up that cliff and regroup with their squad mate. Very separated play coming on out right now from No Hate.
Can Jaguars climb rocks? I thought they can climb trees.
I know
right?
they can climb trees. Yeah, I don't know about boulders and cliffs and rocks.
That's a Billy Goat thing, 100%.
Let us know, chat.
Yeah, let us know. We'll see, because if Jaguar falls down, and then it's going to be proven that he can't. Oh, the Ronnie drive. That is risky. And that Ronnie is going left and right, and it looks like he is able to lift. Oh, and look at that, the first drop. Unfortunately, that is going to be on the side of Be My Loot, falling down. But Noya making a really good shot here. He's going to go and press this. Nice little flick. Oh, he's 1 HP. Oh, he's hurt. That's it.
You know what that Ronnie play was? That was the bait play. It's like, hey, you get in the Ronnie, you drive that way, and we'll catch them from behind. Up here, though, remember, in the cliffs, no hate. We had Jaguar up there waiting to catch an angle. Looks like they're third partying. Shadow from Be My Loot driving that Ronnie right past them. Nice angle from behind the boulder, able to get that one tap right there. Jaguar from above, though. Patience was key for the Jaguar, and up here from the cliffs, a knock. Okay, this is interesting.
Good Jaguar. Oh, can he hit this nade? That would be insane.
That'd be crazy.
Now here comes Jetmir. Yeah, trying to be able to support his teammate. He's going to see that buggy, though. Gets a couple taps. Can he hit a nade from here? I think he can. To be
Blow
honest,
up the buggy.
he has to.
Blow up the buggy.
Oh, blow up the buggy! Absolutely
Blow up the
right,
buggy.
Jaguar. Jaguar. The buggy's right there. Psych. Okay.
Like,
Jaguar letting him live. Oh, he can't see it.
well,
Oh, can he see it? Yeah, he sees the tires now. Oh, there it is. Okay, so he had to jump out instantly, and now his teammate is probably screaming, "Why didn't you just stay on?" But unfortunately,
Yeah.
you know, I guarantee you, that's what he's screaming right now. But and after that, he said, "You know what? I gave you a chance, bro. I'm gonna go pick up our other teammate. See you later. Good luck."
Buggy only holds 2. Shadow losing their seat right there. You know, that hesitation. They are going to have some luck on their side if you look at it in the sense that now No Hate, they need to reposition those cliffs. That high ground no longer favored in the next zone.
I love seeing these kind of
There we go.
These cliff. Oh yeah, there it is. Now finally, he said, "Okay, you know what? I've had enough of this buggy. You ain't rotating anymore. Not with that." So Noya's gonna go for the pickup and try to get a rotation on going on from here. But this battle, I mean, this is a one that's taken a long time. And look at where the next shift is going to. At some point, yeah, they have to give this up. No Hate has to be like, all right, let's get position.
I don't know though. I was just thinking. I was just looking at the map. No Hate. I mean, they spent so much time here already, and I believe 4 Romanian men, they're already in that zone, in that general direction that No Hate are probably going to rotate towards. So if you are No Hate, it might be beneficial to maybe spend some additional time out here to make sure you get those final kill points just to offset the risk of being gate kept.
Totally possible. I mean, it's totally possible. That's a 50-50 decision that you have to make as an in-game leader. At the same time, well, it could go either way. It's a coin flip. And we've seen a lot of times teams that have decided to choose position over that kills work out well. But then we've also seen teams gatekeep and those points being so critical. And to be honest, Sanhok, this is one of the toughest maps, if not the toughest, in my opinion, to push into a circle whenever you're outside a zone. These zones just move so fast here.
Well, it's going to be 4 warrior men over there in those compounds. And it looks like a piece of candy falling from the sky. Octavian seeing that red smoke. You know what time it is. It's care package time. Free and clear. Nobody around. That thing is looking mighty fine. 3 kills so far. On to No Hate. No Hate. Can't hate the game. Can't hate the player. No, hate the player, not the game. Or hate the game, not the player.
Well, not the player, hit the game, hit the gamer, dude. That's what I say. You know, now when it comes to the teams that are hating right now, it's these teams that are on the bottom, man. They are looking at these other squads struggling, and they want to be able to pop it off. Now, my thought is this. Yesterday, we saw a lot of teams that were in – we saw 2 teams, that were in 30th place, win back-to-back. So it's totally possible. I mean, we saw Rexpect in just one day pretty much solidify their seat. We could see another team do it, Dave. We could see another team do it. Now, which squad on the bottom do you think is going to be one that's going to pop off here?
Teletubbies, man. What kind of question is that?
Teletubbies, bro. Come on, bring it.
Bro.
Bring it
right
on to you, dude.
Look at them. Pineham. They dropped Pineham.
Never mind.
Yeah,
they're close.
They're right there, brother. I mean, they're right underneath that bridge. If they want, they can move up just a little bit, set up a little camperino, and I mean, they have a nice little choke point. We got a couple teams all the way out there on that west side who need to make the push in. We see No Hate going for that wide rotate. So yeah, Teletubbies honestly in a really strong spot right now. The thing is, though, Hot Jukes, we've seen over the last couple of days, they're not that aggressive as a squad. But now's the time I feel like they need to crank that dial just a little bit. And if they see somebody, they need to take those shots, man. It's just a fact.
Dude, the Teletubbies need to get angry. They need to get angry.
They need to get mad.
This buggy rotation. Yeah, and right now this is a pretty insane rotation from Local Nostra Power, trying to be able to get in this building. It looks like they're going to be able to secure it for now. So that rotation, super risky, but it looks like it's going to pay off for a few more minutes as Entro Pick is really close by. And with all this cover here, they're not looking to kind of overexpose themselves. So they're just going to have to give up that spot for now.
We also see the Republic. They heard those shots. They're taking that bait from the buggy. They are looking over there at Local Nostra Power. I don't know if they're going to be aware of Entro Pick in the area as of right now. 3 teams in Pineham. I mean, that's going to be, it's going to be kind of crazy. Pineham right there on the edge of this new zone. We'll have to pay attention to the kill feed. And what's up?
These shifts are so toxic, man. I mean, look at the zone. It's already closing. I mean, the second this zone shifts this late in the game, if it's a hard shift, you have to start running immediately. And how do you start running when you got so many teams gatekeeping you? You just can't. I think at that point, a lot of teams just have to just say, hey, you know what? Pass all the heals off. Try to do a heal strat in Sanhok. But look at this. We're looking at Respect Esports, team that's really showed up past couple of days. They're getting put into some trouble here. Yeah, by Loco Nostra Ice. So they're trying to get a little bit of breathing room. But, man, they are surrounded in every direction.
Yeah, they are right in the middle of this hill. Loco Nostra Ice on the high ground on the top, or Warrior Men on the river banks right here. Poppy, they got knocked once already this game, so you have to take that into consideration. Poppy, though. Poppy putting in some shots. This is when you want to see Loco Nostra Ice pop on over that hill and look down on top of Respect Esports and third party. Now's the time.
Well, we'll see if they're going to be able to. Where's the zone going, Dave? Where is it going to go? I'm going to bet north.
Hopefully to the east.
Got a feeling.
To the east. I think the east.
Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's going to be pretty central. Pretty central in the zone. And I believe that is Martin Gaming up on top. So they're in a really good position to possibly get a lot of points here. And they're a team that's really low on the leaderboards because look at all these other squads. They are stuck really out of position. And here comes Papa Blue. It's coming. It's going to dish out some punishment.
But if I know Martin Gaming, they're not going to stay there and gatekeep. They're going to go over there to those compounds to the east. They're going to run in those compounds, close the door, light a candle, and just relax. Right? They're just going to relax. Martin Gaming, known to...
you can't, Martin Gaming!
They can't, but that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do.
Oh, they can't do that, though. They need to... I mean, they were, prior to this game...
They're in 30th.
Sitting in 30th right now. 30th place, man. So, like, they have to pop off if they want to stand any chance at all. I mean, and what I say is never give up, never surrender. We'll see Loco Nostra Power El Chapo got some disgusting angles here. He may be able to put up some serious points, but gets caught from that insane turn from Millie. But the blue zone is just too strong. And look at this. Blue zone is wiping out everybody right now. Look at this. Look at Nostra Power. Knocked. Goodbye. Oh, the Teletubbies. Goodbye. Rip.
No! Teletubbies, no! I don't even think they took a shot. I don't even think they took a shot, man. All these teams, Pineham, underestimating the 1.1 blue zone speed right now. Everybody fighting in the blue.
Oh,
Papa Blue smiling right now. These teams trying to do everything in their power to get some kill points before getting chunked down. Next zone goes on up. Hey, Martin Gaming. This is your... If there was ever a game for you to win, Martin Gaming, they already have a chicken. Well, there was another game. This has to be it. Like, this has to be it. Like, this is your game. Dude, the only team in the next zone.
No one has kills. No one has kills.
On Martin Gaming?
The play zone is killing the play zone's killing everybody. Like, the play zone is destroying people. Like, you see some teams that are in prime positions, you think they'd be rocking 15 kills, 20 kills now. No. I mean, the blue zone is just shredding them. Loco Nostra, though, they're a team that needs some good points, and they already had a good chicken dinner last game, so this could be a good opportunity for Gold Touch to really solidify even more. 6 teams remaining. You want to be able to get in that top 5 at least. He's all by himself, though. And look, Martin Gaming!
Oh.
You got the zone, Martin baby! Gaming! This is all, it's all you! It's all you, Martin Gaming! Make it happen! Oh, nice shot.
Gold Touch. Yeah, that was a nice shot right there from Gold Touch. The last one alive from their squad. And oh, man. Dexter. Sushi. Now Sushi, the solo. Martin Gaming definitely with the full-blown advantage right here. They got the zone. They got the full team up.
Bro, they got 3 kills, dude. They've got 3 kills. Make it 4? No. Blue zone? Gonna take it again? GG.
Yeah. GG.
That's
Papa
it.
Blue.
That is it. Papa Blue, dude. Too strong. Look at the kills. Look at the kills. Where are they, Dave? I want to see a kill feed of how many kills
Papa Blue.
The blue zone got there. Papa Blue was just spanking everybody. That was so brutal. And this is what I'm talking about. Like Sanhok, these rotations, man, they are some of the most difficult of any map, period. So we just saw right there. teams, suffer to the wrath of Papa Blue. Man, that was brutal. But Martin
I
Gaming
got
with
to
the
give it
dub,
though.
baby.
Hey, what a dub. That's their second dub too, so that's pretty solid, pretty solid. I got to give it to No Hate though. I mean, I'm impressed because the reason I'm impressed is because we saw them on top of the cliffs. We saw the hard shift down there to the south, and they opted, instead of just straight up YOLO sending it right towards the middle and the easiest path, they wrapped around the west on the blue zone all the way around. They had to cross the bridge. They had to swim through some water, and they still somehow managed to get third place. And that's impressive to me because a lot of these teams that place underneath them, they had the zone for a lot of the game. They didn't really have to move that much. So for No Hate to have so much movement that game with their rotations and to get third place and get that 10 points, impressive. But Martin Gaming, Hot Jukes, they are trying to pull those clutch cards here this evening. They are trying to get that top 16.
Well, that is a great way to start. A chicken dinner, 15 placement points, 3 kills. It's going to be 18 in total. The only thing that I'm looking at is like where they're at in the leaderboards. They needed a 15 kill chicken dinner. They really did. I mean, they need some serious points. And not to mention, they needed a 15 kill chicken dinner, and they need almost the same, I think, for the next 2 games if they want to feel good going into tomorrow. We'll see, though. We'll see how they bounce after this, because a good chicken dinner, that's hype, baby. That's got to make them feel good. The problem is, though, you do not want to be a team not making it into the top 16 with 2 chicken dinners under your belt. I'll tell you that right now. That's not a feels good. That is not a feels good by any means. So we'll see if hopefully Mart Gaming, we're looking at you. Get hyped after that win. Go put in some work, baby, and hopefully, maybe Papa Blue may bless you once again, because that was pretty strong. That was pretty strong on that last one.
Pretty strong, ladies and gentlemen. It's about that time. We got 2 more games to go for groups A and D for their PMCO group stage qualifications. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with that next game coming up next.
gravy, man. I gotta stretch out a little bit here because, man, I gotta get ready for these last couple of matches coming up. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, of course, to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Europe West. I'm Hot Chooks here with Mustache Dave, of course, sponsored by Xiaomi. Innovation for everyone. So this is the last day for these two groups to put up points on the board. And I gotta say, right off the bat, Dave, we've seen some squads that we didn't think were going to pop off start showing up here today in the end game. The issue is, though, they still got a lot more work to do if they want to feel at even the slightest bit of relief going into tomorrow. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, hey, pop off, some would say, zone luck, it doesn't matter.
Blue.
It doesn't matter. However you get that win is how you get that win. So with 2 more games to go, Miramar, Erangel, that is it for groups A and D. We're looking at some teams still in the race, on the hunt to breach that top 16. Let's check out leaderboards real quick. We got those leaderboards. They are hot. They are ready to go. Here we go, Hot Jukes. Here we go.
Look at that. I mean, Local Nostra Power moved up to 4th. Respect Esports have moved up to 5. That's really great. I mean, at the end of the day, though, we got to look at the 16. That's really the only thing that really matters right now. And looking at that, so far, Local Nostra Ice have moved up tremendously, bro. I mean, they were out of contention at the start of today. Now, 79 points. Now, at the same time, that is only an 8-point gap between 16th place. And tomorrow, teams are going to have 4 games to get that many points. And to be honest, that is not a big gap by any means. So, Local Nostra Ice, you had a great day so far. Got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to pop off. Deos as well. They have creeped up now into the top leaderboard page. So they need to do the same exact thing. So this is pretty huge for all these teams.
Deos Legion. Let's look at the next page. Let's look at the next page because this is
one.
Yeah, this is when it gets down and dirty. 4 UN clan, 17th. Wow. Teletubby still 22nd. And that was, by the way, I think I said that was Martin Gaming's second chicken dinners because I refreshed my scores. That was their first chicken dinner. So huge. Yeah, that's a huge thing. Huge congrats to them. Because we know a lot of teams we see time and time. Once when they get that first chicken dinner, they start to find their flow a little bit. They find their flow and they tend to play a little different, a little more confident in themselves because that pressure finally lifted off their shoulders. But in the case of Martin Gaming, yeah, they got a chicken dinner, but 25th position still. They need 2 chicken dinners, right?
31 points. They need 31 points to touch top 16. And you got to remember, they need more than that.
Wow.
Because Mixed Squad, Fast Boys popped off yesterday. And they're only, 10 points away from top 16? So tomorrow, you know that they're most likely going to be able to get those 10 points. So if you're Martin Gaming, Miramar, chicken dinner's a requirement if you want to be able to make it in top 16, in my opinion. And on top of that, you also need a chicken dinner in Erangel. Now, it's not impossible. We saw it happen once. It's not impossible. Like Papa Blue could just show a whole bunch of love to you. But at the same time, they don't need just first place. They would need first place and kills, Dave. Like as much it was great to see them win that last one with three kills. That's good and all. And I'm happy for them. At the same time, they needed to really recognize their situation and grasp it even further to steal those points away from the blue zone because they need them. They need every single one that they can get their hands on right now, and they need them big time.
Well, hopefully the teachers can teach them a lesson or two. Teachers currently in the 31st spot on the overall leaderboards. Be My Loot. Last game, I mean, we're seeing different play styles from Be My Loot because comparing them to days 1 and 2, very passive. A lot of times we would check them out. They were always snaking it in the grass. This last game, we saw them going for some plays, with that Ronnie, trying to get a drive-by, trying to catch some teams off guard. But still, just not quite working out yet for them.
Yeah, not working out quite yet, and unfortunately, I think it's a little too late. But at the same time, you're still here. Use this as a great opportunity to get some practice in and work on some things because at the end of the day, you really cannot get this experience or level of play anywhere else than a high end tournament like this. So use this experience to come back, next year or the next opportunity you get, next chance you get to compete at this level, and come bring it even harder. Take this experience and take it with you because honestly, it's hard. It is hard if this is your first time ever playing at this level. The nerves, everything you have to deal with. If a lot of people watching right now in the chat are like, oh, it's not no problem. It is. Trust me. If you ever sat in one of those lobbies while on the plane, your hands are just like, like your hands start shaking a little bit. So I think that hopefully next time they come back, those nerves will be a little bit more settled and they can start playing their game.
Hands are shaking, getting sweaty. I mean, that's the worst right there. Some sweaty thumbs. Mom spaghetti. And hey, they will definitely have another chance if they don't qualify because we got PMCO, then PMPL, then the invitationals, and then PMCO once again. So that's the thing. This open ecosystem, it allows anybody to form a team and try their best to make it to be a professional. I mean, that's what it is. That's the name of the game. But ladies and gentlemen, Miramar players, you already know what time it is. Loaded in the plane, ready to go, ready to start the action. The last Miramar 4 groups, A and D, coming your way right now, Hot Jukes.
Let's go, baby. We're in the desert, and you can see the plane is loaded. And right now, all the teams that are currently below 16th, they're looking at the other squads, and they're saying, hey, man, go out early. Come on. Help us out. But guess what? They're not gonna because everybody wants this so bad. And this is just for top 16, Dave. Next round, only 4 teams are moving on. That's the crazy part. So if you barely snake your way into the top 16, you need to take this experience and you need to just start popping off immediately when it comes to the next stage because that skill cap is going to be even higher.
And one thing that they can also keep in mind is that coming into the group stage, I want to say every team was kind of coming in blind, right? You didn't know exactly where your opponents might have dropped. Not only that, the rotating lobby, right? The rotating lobbies didn't make it any easier because every single day in the group stage, they played another group. So you were only aware of your own group's hard drop spots. So at least moving forward, if you do qualify that top 16, you have some time to go back, I believe 2 days, maybe even longer, maybe even 3 days between now and then. You have 3 days. Do your research, do your research and really look at every map. There's only 3 maps now. You took out for Kendi. Uh-oh. Hold up. El Chapo. Chapo about to get smacked right here.
16.
Yeah.
And he sure did.
So you got time. You got time to go back, do your research, and print out the maps. Print out the maps. Get into the team meetings, mark down where everybody drops, and information is now going to be available. So it's going to be a higher caliber of competition when it comes to the PMCO Finals. And like you said, after those 16 games, well, only the top 4 move on to PMPL EU West.
Oh, baby, man. And that is going to be a heck of a challenge to be able to do because there's quite a few squads here that are have been popping off. And I wonder, to be honest, since we've seen some of the top teams like 4 Romanian men, like Team Masters, I wonder if these squads are like just playing a little lazily because they don't want to give – they know they're making it, and they don't want to give other teams too much information on them. So I wonder if that is one of their stretch strategies as we go into this game. What do you think?
If you are,
what would you do, Dave?
What
would you do?
I would be trolling. I would be trolling. 4 Romanian men currently in first place right now.
Take out the Teletubbies, bro? Don't lie to me.
Would I take out? Nah, I mean, what I would do, I would probably get in trouble for saying this, but I would just run towards the Teletubbies. You know what I'm saying? Just run towards them.
What's up, buddies?
What up, Teletubbies?
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Can't do that. But 4 Romanian men, I think you can come in here, like you said. I mean, just pop in, get a gun, and You could really, and it goes back, and this one hits hard because it could go back to last PMCO. Maybe a team you're playing against the same team, or maybe a few individual players who spoiled your dreams last time around, right? They took you out and you didn't qualify. Well, now the tables have turned. So if you are 4 Romanian men or anybody at the top who might be a little salty from last time around, they can hunt them down, and that's fair. You can hunt down whoever you want. There is no rule against hunting down teams. It's a battle royale, all right? Only one team comes out alive at the end. So I think that's what we're going to start to see, and I honestly think that's why 4 Romanian men are even here in the first place in Picado right now in this 3-way standoff.
Absolutely, and there is only one rule, and that is you have to play to your absolute best ability. As long as you're doing that, you're good. And at the same time, if you are intentionally, your strategy is to just take out another squad that just happened to maybe, pan you while one of your members was down. Those are things that you got to think about, because they could come back for that revenge. And so if you're going to go and BM somebody in this game, you better have the points to back it up. That's all I'm going to say, because you do not want some of these squads coming after you when you're in a position to get knocked out of the top placement points.
You do not want to be on anybody's bad list, right? Especially if they are one of these teams who really have a lot of power right now when it comes to the overall leaderboards, a lot of sway, because they have so many points that they already pretty much qualified, so they can do whatever they want. Already in the kill feed, I saw Monk from 4UN Clan getting a kill. Very important to note, because 4UN Clan are currently in 17th position, so they need all the points possible. And wow, Hot Jukes, this 3-way standoff, it's gonna continue on for some time.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of just hanging out in Picado. I mean, it's still super early, so they have the time to do that. But I mean, you got some pretty serious squads there. Martin Gaming, who just won, they're chilling in that 5-stack we just saw. They need to pop off. They need to pop off this game, and they're in a pretty tough spot. We'll see if they're going to be able to, though. We move on over Local Nostra Power. They do have one member down. Looks like Team 8. That's going to be Masters Esports. They're trying to push this. Oh, that buggy went flying into there. They're pretty split up on the side of Local Nostra Power. They can have a pretty good opportunity to push them on the side of Masters, but they got to do it right now. It's an interesting nade. Might hit a little far. We'll see if they're going to be able to find these angles, but they're still playing it. Look how Local Nostra Power. They're playing this so carefully, regardless.
Yeah, they got a knock, and now we see the other members of the squad from Masters coming to support. They spent a lot of time, not pushing, so that allowed the reset coming on out right now. They only lost El Chapo. ASX up there on the second story. Alvi, Tommy gun in hand, needs to play cautious, because they're pretty much, they have their team near them, but they're by themselves in a sense, and that grenade gonna be, a landmine right there, taking them out.
That's going to do it right there. So we'll see if AG is going to be able to do it. ASX trying to be able to find an angle as well. Goat is going to be holding that broken wall really hard, trying to get Alvi to crawl in his direction. Oh, look at that. Alvi catching the jump up on the broken wall. Super unfortunate for them. Sometimes that's accidental. Sometimes you try to jump across, like just jump alongside the wall, and then you get the animation of jumping over it, and when that happens, oh man, you're taken out instantly.
So looking at Masters, something that is standing out to me already, they have Your Sir on the high ground, overlooking them with the mini. The thing is, though, the squad of Masters, they need to play to the side that Your Sir is overlooking, and Albi right there leaning over there towards the northern side. That was risky, because Albi is not going to be in the sight lines of Your Sir. Will it even matter? All 3 members.
That's a great turnaround. Oh no!
Yeah.
Martin Gaming. RIP. That's a rip, dude. That's a rip, man. Martin Gaming winning last game, going out 14th. That is that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. So if you're a Martin Gaming fan, go throw them some support. At the same time, it takes a lot just to even get to this stage, period. So, big props up to them. But I think that's going to spell the end of their journey here in this split for Club Open.
I mean, they got one more game to get a chicken dinner and 30 kills. You know, don't count them out yet. Here, Hot Jukes.
30 kills. I mean,
Show
you're
me
right.
support.
You're right. You got it. You got it. You know,
It can happen.
you'll have.
I've seen miracles.
You know what you have? You have 0.5% of my support because that's the same chance they have of doing it.
There you go. That's all I need. That's all I need. That 0.5 is all I need.
They got it.
Checking on in. Teletubbies. They got how much? 0.6% of your support, maybe. They're over here in the blue zone.
I gotta give the Teletubbies 15 because that's my boy Dave's favorite team. You know, look at that.
Baby.
Boom, and just like that, Chills gets the knock on to GOAT. These squads, this squad's insane. They're outside of the zone right now. It's still pretty early. Chills, oh baby, I saw one of the Teletubbies get a nice snipe in as well. Anytime you got a bolt action in your hand, I'm gonna be a fan really quick. They got some Murados, 2 kills, not a bad start. They got to get this rotation. They got to rotate safely though, and they need a ton more kills if they want to make it into the next stage. Oh, that bike causing a little bit of issues.
There's my bike. That's where I parked it. Yep, there it is, right there.
Nice.
2 points already on the board.
Oh, that was accidental. Yeah, I figured. Okay, so they're gonna go ahead and switch up to separate vehicles, try to get these rotations going. Very, very traditional. Masters are moving as well. Down 1 member. Fights we see going off in the kill feed from No Hate. They're getting some knocks. That's good on their side. Teacher team has just been, you know, playing it really passive so far in the Club Open, and you know, for the first time playing it. One thing I have said is that they have been pretty much rocking a trio for almost every game now. So they have been having some struggles. You know, at the same time, it's always great to get this experience under your belt. And I highly encourage anybody who really loves playing PUBG Mobile, especially competitively, you got to go get a squad together, put some work in, and give Club Open a shot. And if you're able to make it in here, which is tough, there's so many teams that are going to get it. It is, I'll tell you what, it is so eye-opening just how different the level of gameplay is here compared to classic matches. It's like a whole different game. Oh, headshot. Let's go. Oh!
Wow.
I mean, what?
This should have been, yeah, look at that helmet. That helmet is shredded. Shredded.
What is Ragnar made out of, bro? Like, that was insane. Able to survive. Crazy. 1 HP. So, Team Masters, a team playing this really strong. Now, Teacher Team, I don't think has an idea who this is. Oh! Morado with the Car 98, baby. Popping some heads. I love to see it. Let's go, Teacher Team. Get it going. And this is against Team Masters. This is one of the top teams in the lobby.
Very aggressive squad as well. Team Masters, very, I would say the most aggressive squad in the lobby right there. So them getting knocked out right there, they're probably going to respond back with some violence. But to throw some rocks in the blender, Teletubbies are also near the general location. And I think if Teletubbies, if they're going to continue on with the play style that we saw from them a couple of moments ago, they're going to hear these shots and they're going to try to push up and third party this, because that's exactly what we saw earlier on between the Masters fight. They third partied it. They got 2 kills on the board. So if you are Team Masters, be very, very careful, because when you got angry Teletubbies behind you, you got to watch yourself.
Ooh, yes, you do. We see these peaks coming out from Morado. But now Ragnar's got his eyes on him. But guess what, Ragnar? You got your eyes on the ground now, baby. Because Morado, he ain't playing. The teacher teaching them some lessons, bro, with that Car 98. Love to see it.
Hey, that's all they needed. Some Car 98s, and that's all they needed.
That's it. And you got to make you mention the Teletubbies coming up top. Oh, look at this zone shift, though, Dave. Ooh,
next
baby.
Zone. Yeah, that San Martin, that fight up there. We got 4 teams over there. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know who's gonna come out on top, if anybody, because regardless of who survives, if they do get into a fight, there's already some squads in the north end of the new circle. They're gonna be gatekeeping it. They're gonna be looking right in this direction.
Oh yes, they are. Look at Russia Power just trying to drive the bus across the way, but into some Teletubbies, and they need these points. Can he be able to hit these shots? Oh, he's running down the open. Gonna hold it right at that tower, the edge of it. That's with a red dot. Still pretty decent shots. And that's Oh, but he's going to go down to
Teacher.
the teacher team.
Teacher. Oh.
Teacher team ain't playing.
Hey.
They're holding this position. This is what I like to see. I like to see that the fact that they're holding, but at the same time putting. Oh, never mind. Ragnar. You know what? That's so funny because I'll tell you what. It's so funny because as somebody who when I played competitive, I was all about the bolt action sniper, man. You know, I wanted to be the best sniper on the planet. And I'll tell you what, as somebody who loves the bolt myself, there's nothing more frustrating than when you get headshot by another bolt action. Like when I would get headshot, it's just instant like, oh man, I gotta get this back. I gotta get that revenge. I think Ragnar did exactly that. And she had to show himself that, hey, you know what? Can't shoot me in the head like that. I'm gonna get you right back. And now, I mean, they got the teachers on the ropes.
Yeah, you won't find me now. All right, I disappeared. You know, I took my little Pelican Hawk and I just flew away.
Oof.
The thing is, the difference too, the teachers.
Does he know?
Oh.
Hello?
How's it going?
Oh, dude,
no. Oh.
Okay. All right.
Talk about the bait play.
The
support right there. Yeah, that was nice.
I like it.
In the blue though, and the solo member, the last teacher alive. And I was gonna say the difference between Team Masters and the teachers is the teachers, they were taking shots from that building the entire time, right? The whole time. Meanwhile, Team Masters on the flip end, they were repositioning the whole time. You know, they weren't staying in the same spot. And I feel like that's kind of what took the teachers by surprise. Is next thing you know, Team Masters are right beneath them within grenade range and allowed them to push up for free that whole time.
I'm not gonna lie. I would also you got to consider that that's one of the best teams in the lobby. If you've been looking at the kill feed, after those couple snipes, you got to be like, you know what, guys, we need to reposition off this fight. We're a 3-man. Against one of the top teams, it's gonna be tough. But at the same time, they're so low in points. Might as well just show up and say, hey, we can take out one of the top teams toward the end. But next zone is gonna head on to the south. Teams got to get moving.
2 hard shifts to the south in a row. Right now, in a row. Be my loot. We saw them just a couple moments ago. Take some shots. They are going to be overlooking a squad, keeping them pinned down. Chills from the Teletubbies in the blue, healing on up. Needs to reposition. I believe Chills might be the last one alive here, right underneath them. A full team of no tries. Chills peeking that ridge, cresting on over there, and as if they knew a Teletubby was there, taken out.
And they were waiting on that. The second he peeked, he got taken out instantly. We're looking on over at Be My Loot, trying to catch these shots on this Loca Nostra team. Moving away. They're doing a really good job of rotating. So risky, though. Yeah, now they're waiting for you. Make it a little bit wider. Oh, that was a nice little headshot. Nice little return shots as well. Good rotations there from Loca Nostra. Not an easy one. They made it out so far pretty decently.
Yeah, making it out. They only lost 1. 3 other members in their vehicles. Now, if I had to critique it just a little bit, and of course I don't know their utility, I would have tossed some smokes first. Toss a little smoke line and at least give your vehicle some time to, hit that boost, right? To just travel a little quicker. But regardless, they got 3 up out of danger. Okay, so Chills was the only Teletubby to get picked apart. They got 3 Teletubbies now on that east side. Yeah, very good, because they need to survive. Currently in the 22nd place on the overall leaderboards with 2 more games to go. Ooh, okay, grenade too. Guess what? Even better.
Make 1 point less. Teletubbies coming in hot. Still 3 of them up. See if they can be able to catch Gold Touch on the rotation. Oh, those are some really nice shots out of a vehicle. Man, that's some really good suppressive fire. And you can see up. Oh, he has a sniper. Oh, they got him. They blew them up. Oh my goodness. No way.
They didn't get the points.
They blew up themselves, bro.
They blew up themselves. They stayed in the vehicle and didn't get the points.
It was smoking. It must have been on fire, and they hit a rock.
The rock. 2 points for the rock.
2 points for the rock, dude. Yeah. Dwayne Johnson, bro, coming out of nowhere. Love to see
Showing up. Showing up
here at the Club Open, man. We got some celebrities, guys, in the chat. Show us some love. Look at those shots coming from that 5 stack, finding that angle.
Yeah.
He had the ghillie, but it ain't going to work inside of a building.
That was crazy. That was nice shots right there from Dexter and Sushi. But now Nacho tuned in.
Oh,
Tuned in with the mini. Ooh, might have missed their little
close.
window of opportunity right there. And looking over here at the 4 Romanian men on the top story of this building here. That building going to be right there on the edge of this play zone.
Papi got that SKS. Looking down, trying to get some angles. Next circle number 5 now. Now it's starting to get intense. Circle 5 is a really tough one to deal with because that's when the blue zone really just starts chunking you down. Where is it gonna go? Looks like it's gonna head dead center. Dead center. So we'll see how these teams hanging on the edge. Yeah, Intro Pick is big chilling right now, and they have
in the mountains.
They're sitting in a position where they could definitely, they could always use some more points. They're sitting in 6th place right now, so it's pretty safe. But at the same time, you just never know. Want to put some more points on the board just in case.
You never know, but they definitely have a really nice spot all the way up there. And I see them, they have multiple vehicles. I see them, the little icons. So they have that going for them as well. They can build a little fort all the way up there on the top if they decide to do so. We'll have to pay attention to the kill feed because I predict it's going to be heavy chance of Entropic fragging out from up there. For UN, remember, 17th place on the overall leaderboards. Currently in 17th place. They got 3 up. They're on the edge right now of that next zone. They have some hard cover to work with. Big Leech out here trying to pepper down Two-Door with that
BSS been running.
Combo. Yeah.
Two-Door has been running for so long with just level 2 gear, sending it across this open tundra, trying to be able to get into this circle. And he's looking in this direction, trying to get some intel for his squad. At the same time, though, he's got a long trip ahead of him. We'll see right now who's going to end up with this one on top. There goes Dell. They were able to get some really good shots. Going for the smokes, getting that res. 3 points on the board for them. Deos showing up here in Miramar. But right now, I mean, Entropic, they are dead center. This is their game to win.
We saw right there, Master Esports kind of just setting their 3 squad mates all in their own individual directions, and it didn't seem to pay off for them right there. Monk, okay, Monk has information on at least 2 members of No Hate out there in the blue zone. This could be easy points as the blue zone's going to be chunking them down pretty low. Two-Door finally going to be recognizing some enemies. That is going to be Dos Legion in a vehicle, going for that spray down, but not connecting.
Yeah, we'll see what they're planning to do right now. As we see Two-Door, he's been running for so long, and it looks like that is going to be his med kit. 2 first aids left. This blue's starting to chunk, though. He's got to be able to get in this circle if he wants to survive. Look at Entropic, though. They've got a prime position on top of this hill. This is a big game. They can get a lot of kills here if they play it right.
Entropic. Slow and steady, honestly. I mean, slow and steady. Let the blue zone do a lot of the work for you right now. 7 teams to go. Octavian taken down and out. Two-Door, the last one alive right now for No Hate. Their position compromised. For UN knows there's an enemy over here. And Mafia taking down Two-Door. Two-Door, yeah, just running that whole time, like you said, just running. That was a running simulator, this game for him.
100%. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to Miramar, you got to have those vehicles for these particular type of situations. So tough. Teletubbies, though, they're still alive here. They're still alive. This could be, I mean, they had only a couple left, but this could be a big opportunity. Look at this beautiful car wall there from Entropic. Just setting up some cover, even more than they already have, just in case. Love to see that here. I mean, just doing everything they can to ensure the chicken dinner.
They were hungry, man. The Teletubbies, when they're hungry, their teeth, they come out and they are sharp. For UN Clan,
they're almost in a top 5 situation, dog. You know, they're almost in a top 5 situation. They need it right now. We'll see. Oh, there goes for UN. Louch getting taken down. Mafia trying to put some return shots. Smokes all over the place. And Entropic taking out another team. So now it looks like, so still 6 squads remain. Must be in 1 left up. That was a vehicle explosion, so that's an instant thirst. No knocks there. Look, they see they're members of the Republic of Kosovo. Yeah, that car fort's Beautiful. Look at that.
It's great, man. It's great.
Makeshift cover.
Once we start to get some grenades, yeah, just dip behind that bad boy. Mooney with the mini popping on
No,
out, trying to take some shots. DZ in the kill feed with that barrel also popping on up. We might see Entropic and the Teletubbies get into an engagement here very shortly. Jeezy, the last one alive, running across this open terrain. Mafia or UN in the blue zone, just trying to heal on up. GZ looking for a kill this game.
Oh, Jeezy.
No.
Done.
Mafia, and then getting taken out to blue. Wow.
Just like that.
What was that?
Sixth place.
Oh, that was 6th place. Ah, okay. 4 points for Teletubbies.
6th place. Okay. Yeah. They got a couple kills under their belt as well. You know, unfortunately, I think they need a lot more. But who knows? One more game left to go. We'll talk about that whenever that comes. But we got to look right now at this game. Is Entropic, baby. They are setting up this really well. I mean, they have a great position, beautiful cover. They have pretty much all the lay of the land when it comes to information. So all they got to do is play aggressive, make some plays, and they should be able to take this one home. 6 kills so far, and there is 5 remaining players. I wonder how many of those kills they're going to get.
Yeah, and these smokes right now from Entropic, creating soft cover to block those sight lines that Deus Legion has on them. That's one of their weak sides right there, and that's going to allow them to focus on Respect Esports all the way across the way. So very smart use of smokes right there. And they're not tossing out all their smokes. They're tossing out 1, maybe 2 at a time. They're going to let that dissipate, toss another one. Just buy them some time because they do have the high ground right now.
Yeah, and that takes some team communication to kind of coordinate those smokes like that. Because sometimes you say smoke this, and all of a sudden every single one of your players throws one in the same direction. And that just kind of doubles it up for no reason. We'll see how they ought to play this. They are out of the zone. They have to start creeping in here. And Deus Legion is currently making it a little tougher. And those are some long nades. Ooh, it looks really close. Unfortunately, not able to hit for them. And Respect Esports, they're just trying to use this opportunity to start pressing up.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to be pressing up. They're going to push up here with their vehicles, use that for cover, maybe even third party right now. Entropic going to be closing the gap between the duo. There goes Rich. Sabia the last one taken down and out. Retropic versus Entropic versus Respect Esports.
Yeah, let's see right now if Respect is going to be able to hold off the carnage that is Entropic, because they are playing this really solid. Very great smoke placement, really good team utilization, and they're just pressing up little by little. So Respect is rocking a trio right now versus the full squad of Entropic, as it looks like they are going to be able to get that res. And right now it's just a battle for information. Who's going to get that first knock? This is going to be so critical.
You know where they are, too.
Look at that shot.
Wow.
Instant pickup, though. Instant.
Yeah.
Are they going to send it?
A little 2-2
They're not. They're not going to send it off that. And look at that instant pickup, instant res. Love to see that from Entropic. Oh, man, Respect's in a tough spot. They do not have any angles. Entropic has all the all the sightlines here. No way. Backfire.
No.
Oh, dude.
No.
Oh, you saw it. You saw the band land on the bottom right. You know, just unfortunately it didn't hit that. Oh, that would be crazy. But you got to go for it. You got to go for it, I think.
So smoking over here.
Could you imagine?
It would be a first. Oh. Nacho taken down by Mooney's grenade right there. Now this is a time for Entropic to close the gap and take advantage. Backfire going for that pre-fire over that cresting ridge. Bar dot extremely low, trying to toss out a flash. Don't flash yourself, and
there
they go. Retrospect, second place. Entropic, winner, chicken dinner.
That's how it's done. That is how it's done. And man, you just saw instant push from Entropic. The second they saw that opportunity, they took it. Respect, they had a knock a little bit earlier, but the second they got that knock, they waited. You know, they waited a little bit longer. Entropic went for the instant res, but once the tables turned, well, Entropic full sent it on them and were able to secure the chicken dinner. So a great game for them. This should definitely solidify them without a doubt into the next round. So one more game left to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be pretty insane to see which teams are going to possibly make it into that top 16.
And I think we saw retrospect, or in retrospect, Rexpect, play that one a little slower because they did have the blue zone or the zone on their side, right? They did have the zone on their side, but they might have missed their window of opportunity to get themselves another chicken dinner when they got that one nice grenade to kind of make it an even 3v3. At the end, though, Entro pick, I mean, they had the zone, they had the high ground, they had the car fort, they had all the cards stacked in their favor, right? So for them to not get that chicken dinner as well would have been a little surprising.
Yeah, so I mean, they definitely had all the position in the world, but at the same time, you have to be able to utilize it to your maximum efficiency. And to be fair, I think we've seen other teams get that blue zone, and sometimes Papa Blue could definitely help you a little bit more than others, but you have to utilize those opportunities and take it to their maximum advantage, because it doesn't happen very often where you get a position like that. And when you do, you need to get a dinner with an insane amount of kills. That is what's so important. You can't just, write it out and just take the dinner. And I think that Entro pick did exactly what they were supposed to do in that situation.
Entro pick. Ladies and gentlemen, one more game to go. Erangel for groups A and D. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back after this break.
Welcome back, everybody. The last match here for Group A and Group D here at the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split EU West, sponsored by Xiaomi. Innovation for everyone. Okay, this is it, Dave. This is the last game for these teams. Everything is on the line. They got to put it all out here and do everything they can to get some points, Dave, because top 16, the dream. The dream to be a professional mobile gamer. It's here. Opportunity's here. But guess what? After this game, that's it. That's it. If you don't make it top 16, it's over. At least for this split.
So we're looking for a chicken dinner. We're looking for, 10 kills, Not only that, it's the last game for those teams who are already qualified. Like if they're at the top, top 5, 100-something points, you pretty much are pretty safe, right? So it might be also a clown fiesta, and we might see some hot drops and some dreams ruined here from those top teams hunting down those bottom end teams who might be on the cusp and really dictating on who moves forward from this lobby and who has to send it back to the drawing board for next PMCO.
Well, let's take a look right now. Let's go straight to the ranking so we can see exactly how many points these teams need. When we look at the first page, you can see automatically you got teams like Loco Nostra Ice had a great day today. Now they have 81 points. Now, 16th place. All my eyes are down here on this leaderboard. 4UN Clan, 74. So that is the minimum requirement so far. These teams still need to put up some serious points because tomorrow, there's quite a few teams that are going to be playing 4 matches. And 4 matches, you can get a whole lot of points. So to be honest with you, I don't care where you're at on the leaderboards. Even if you're GSG, you're any of these squads that are pretty high up, teams are going to get more points and pass you up even further. So you got to put up a huge gap if you want to feel comfortable going in tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, for UN Clan, this last game, finally allowing them to enter that top 16 club. One more game to go, though. I mean, my eyes honestly going to be on 4UN because they got one more game to go to get a chicken dinner. I'm just going to call it. They need to get a chicken dinner in order to feel some sense of security heading into tomorrow's maps because they will not be playing and groups B and C will be playing. So it's gonna be a close race for them. Let's send it on over to that next page and see who else is in the race for that top 16 spot who are gonna be playing in this last match. Ooh. And a lot of teams right now on the cusp, they are gonna be playing here tomorrow. So just keep that in mind.
So here's the problem: is that top 16 or 16th place is 74 points. Now you got uncalled for, mixed squad, Fast Boys, Scrim Farms. All those teams are playing tomorrow, bro. So, I mean, they can easily put up points on the board here. Your team and the team of all of our hearts, the Teletubbies.
Haven't moved at all today. They've
haven't moved
steady,
at all, man.
Yeah, consistently in that that 22nd place.
They need 20 points minimum just to get into top 16, and then they have to hope that all these teams that have been bragging out and doing pretty decent, they just throw. You have to hope they just do not do anything tomorrow. So I mean, that's going to be a tough one, but it's not impossible. I think we've seen. I think we've been surprised more than not. There's definitely some teams that can make things happen, but regardless, if you don't get those points, there's zero chance.
So a chicken dinner and 5 kills is what the Teletubbies need, bare minimum. Yeah, bare minimum to be in that top 16. And that's saying that 4UN Clan also get taken out pretty early on. Looking down right below them for Warrior Men, one more game. Martin Gaming, one more game. We're going to be having a lot of teams really waiting to the final map to give it their all here, Hot Jukes.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. I want to see it. I mean, I think that this is the last game that you're going to play. Put it all on the line. Whether or not you have any nerves or anything like that, shake it off. Shake it off, baby. Talk to each other and say, guys, you know what? This is our last game. Let's go out and have fun. And you know what? It kind of it feels a little nostalgic because I've definitely seen in person and teams when it comes to the last game, you start to see their true play style. And some of these games, they like sometimes the last game, they pop off and they kind of go back and think, dang, why didn't we just play like that? Why didn't we just play the way that we've been playing, like almost in practice and classic matches? And unfortunately, that it's a little too late. But we'll see because it ain't too late for these teams. We got one game remaining, and we're going back to Erangel, Dave.
We are. Last game, teacher team. We saw some nice shots from them. They are dead last on the leaderboard. Let's see what they got in the gas tank for the final game of the evening. The final game for these two groups. Ladies and gentlemen, sending the plane to Erangel. The people with the lights, they're flagging us down. We're good to go. Let's get it underway.
Let's go. And we can see we are in the plane. It looks like we're going to see a nice play path from the south going north really far on the east side here. So for those teams that like to go to that South Georgia area, that's going to be out of range for them most likely. So we'll see where these squads ought to drop here in the last match of the evening.
We're looking at Teletubbies. We're looking at 4 Warrior Men. We're looking at Martin Gaming. Those 3 teams, they need a chicken dinner. If they get taken out real early on, their dreams of qualifying for the PMCO Finals will officially be stomped and sent back to the drawing board. Teletubbies dropping over their military base. Okay, we expect esports also dropping down to their tried spot in Nova. So already an interesting start for one of the squads, Teletubbies, in the race, on the hunt to get that winner chicken dinner.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it gets a military island, who knows? If we get a military zone, it could be pretty interesting for the Teletubbies. Regardless, though, they need a dinner and they need to, that's a minimum. They can't, I don't think second place is going to be good enough here. Yeah. They need a dinner and they need some big kills. I've seen, crazier things happen. Well, we'll see it's a north circle. So this one's going all the way up there. So Teletubbies need to loot quickly and get on the move on it. But they need to be the angry Teletubbies. They can't be the nice, docile ones that want to be everybody's friend. They got to lay down some punishment, Dave, if they want to make it on to the finals.
Yeah, so it might be beneficial for them to quickly get some loot, get in a vehicle, maybe a couple, and just send it up on that west end bridge. And looking over here, another squad, Be My Loot. Now, they need a chicken dinner and like 15 kills minimum. So let's see if they can get 4 kills right now. Already down a member from their squad. They are going to be up against 4 Warrior Men, another team in the race for that chicken dinner. So this is a huge fight when it comes to the overall leaderboards and those teams looking to reach that top 16.
Man, I'm so surprised that nade didn't hit him. We'll see how they opt to be able to position themselves. You can see Nia and Shadow pretty split up here, both in 1v1 situations. But the issue is that 4 Warrior Men, none of these guys have any loot. They're rocking no vest, no helmet, 1 bullet, and they're down. So I can definitely see why we see the hesitation from them wanting to push up here. Shadow's going to throw out the smoke to try and buy himself some more time. Pharaoh, he's been rocking 1 HP and has been needing to use Band-Aids because they just have nothing here in school. So can Be My Loot get out of this as a 3-man? We'll see. Shadow's going to probably have to 1v1 here. Rasha, whoever gets knocked, they're going to get thirsted. 100%. We'll see who's going to be able to make the play.
To make matters worse, they got Team Masters in apartments, right? Team Masters, very aggressive team right across the street. So, Noya, currently under fire right now from the Tommy gun pre-fire through the door. Noya still alive, trying to get the thirst onto 1. Pharaoh popping in at the right time right there. Shadow trying to make the approach to help their squad mates. Spotted in the process. Jetmir, the last one alive. Or Be My Loot with that shotgun in a corner right now. What do you do? What do you do if you're Be My Loot
that's it.
And you are solo?
That's it.
And that's it, huh? That is it. Be My Loot.
Go get some dinner. Go get some dinner. Go out to eat. Something that makes you feel a little bit better. Some comfort food. That's what I would say. But we'll see. The last remaining member, have fun, dude. Make some plays. Get some stuff done, because right now Team Masters may just get revenge for you because they are coming in hot on the hunt now for 4 warrior men. Oh, GG.
Team Loot. Yeah, officially taken out right there. And this was my concern. Team Masters, they were in apartments. They were looting up. Meanwhile, you know, 4 warrior men, they were in an engagement. They didn't have time to loot up. So Team Masters, not only are they looted, but also one of the most aggressive teams in the lobby. Up close and personal at your doorstep. Bobo!
Oh,
M4,
baby.
M4, Ragnar throwing out some grenades over here. Going to be tossing a grenade, now making the push. Going for those thirsts. Bobo swapping on over to that Uzi. Really low in the health department. Berlin, Ragnar, the last 2 members alive right now for Team Masters.
That's a great shot there for Faro. He put him pretty low. He's going to have to start pushing this eventually, though. Here comes Ragnar with a nade.
Grenade!
Trying to catch him slipping. Is it going to be enough?
Woo!
Pushes up and
From behind!
Warrior Man! With the flank,
From
baby.
behind.
Saying goodbye. Wow. I mean, what
Team
a
Masters got
finish. Good
clapped.
fight, Team Masters, man. I mean, they sure did. And that
got
is
clapped.
7 kills for 4 warrior men. And this is the team that is in, what, 23rd place? Oh, yeah, 24th place with 44 points. Now, 71 points is the mix. This is a great start for them, in all honesty. Like, this is exactly what they need to do, or any squad in this position would need to do. So, at 60 place, 74 points, and 4 warrior men at 44. I mean, that's 30. That's a 30-point difference there. So, they need 3 more kills. I'm sorry. That's wrong. What is my math right here? Oh, they need more than that. Yeah, they need 8 more kills. And the dinner. Just to get to 16. But hey,
So
7 so far. That's a great start.
yeah, so they need 30, right? And they already got 7 points. So now they're looking at what is it? 30 minus 7. Quick math, not using a calculator. 23. So a chicken dinner, right? A chicken
15.
dinner and 8 kills. This is all they need.
Yeah, 8 kills. Look
As
at
of
that,
right
dude.
now.
Good math from my part. Look at that. I'm insane.
Yeah, on point.
That is what they need. Yeah, that is what they need. But at the same time, like that 15 kill chicken dinner dream, it's impossible if you don't get those, like, an insane start. So 7 kills, that's a heck of a way to get it done. You know, so the opportunity to get that is available. It's not like it's impossible anymore. So all they need to do is get a great position in the end game and frag out of their minds, and not to mention they got to win. So we'll see. It's a tall order, without a doubt. But at the same time, we go. It's not impossible. It's not impossible.
Not now. No, I mean with 7 kills already, not now. And they only lost 1, right? They only paid 1 of their squad mates, the sacrificial lamb. They only lost 1. So they have 3 up with 7 kills. They are going to be in school. They're going to have a bunch of time to loot on up right now. So pay attention. I mean, I was looking at Teletubbies, but you cannot ignore 4 warrior men, especially after that start right there in that chaos of school. I mean, this is what we've been asking for. This is what we've been waiting for. The final game of these 2 groups, the action unfolding right now. It's about time, man. It's about time, Hot Jukes.
It's about time. I've been waiting to see this. I'm so excited to see it now. Martin Gaming. This is the team that ended up winning a chicken dinner today. Unfortunately, had a bad game number 3, and looks like their play style, playing it really kind of soft right now. It just doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't look good. Doesn't look good on the side of Martin Gaming.
Well, look who they're against. 4 UN Clan. 4 UN Clan currently in 16th place on the overall leaderboard. So this is a huge fight between them to try to keep that 16th position. And like you mentioned, Martin Gaming, who are trying to get that 16th position.
Yeah, and if you take out 4 UN now, that's 0 points for them. And if they go out this early, that is huge for every team that wants to pass them up on the leaderboard. So if you're 4 UN, I mean, you got to survive now because you are literally on the cusp of getting passed up easily. You have to have a good game just as much as all these other teams that are trying to catch up to you.
Not only do they have to survive, they have to get some kills. They have to get some kills. And Addy looking over here to get that flush, get that confirm. Addy all the way out there in the wheat fields with the car 98 by themselves. Catching that off angle. Knox, though, getting really aggressive in the front lines. Monk with the drop shot lay down. knocked by themselves. Addy from the opposite end, pulling up with their UAZ with the AKM. Whoa, sending it. Monk up close and personal, taking down Mafia, the last one alive. The last one alive for 4UN. Oh my goodness, Hot Jukes. Monk needs to survive while Mafia holds the ship down.
Nice shot. Hip fires all over the place. Jump shots that actually did some really good damage. Mafia did a great pre-fire there. Switches to the DP. That's not a really great gun to use in close quarters, but Addy's 1 HP. Who's gonna hit the shot? It's Addy! Addy hits those, baby! Oh, he's gonna go for his teammate.
Wow.
No, he's dead. Yeah, he knew it instantly. Yeah, so he's gonna have to make the sacrificial lamb of 2 members. But Martin Gaming, 5 kills. But in honesty, I like to see that because they needed it. The second they got the knock, they had to push them. 4UN, they're done now. And that is, that's got to be tough. Because they're in 16th place with 74 points. And they just pulled the, what is that? They got 2 kills, I think. But still, I mean, not the performance that they were hoping for. So now they just got to sit and just watch and hope that teams don't pass them up.
And it's not enough. I mean, it's just not enough. You can't finish today in this group in 16th, you know, because tomorrow there's going to be 2 other groups who have 4 games to play and outperform you and overtake you. So, hey, they were forced to take the bull by the horns right there. In that case, Martin Gaming. And hey, you called it. You said teams, they get really loose when it comes to the final map. And Martin Gaming right there, they were sending it from all different angles. I mean, shoot, we saw that buggy catch some air, you know, and the same time popping out with the drive-by, just full-blown aggression. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some more action erupting right now. Loconostra Power right here trying to take the fight with 4 Warrior Men. This is a team that a lot of people are cheering for. 4 Warrior Men currently with 7 kills on the hunt to breach that top 16.
Yeah, we'll see if they're going to be able to do so. They're going against Loconostra Power here. Loconostra Power is currently in 6, so they're sitting pretty well. But, you know, this squad, 4 Warrior Men, man, they had a great start. 7 kills so far. They need to take out Loconostra Power, and they need to take this team out and have everybody alive. And we'll see how they have to push it. Oh, we got another full send, though, coming in, and everybody's getting into it. That's Entropic going against the Republic of Kosovo, man. Now, this is a squad that they needed to have had to start just like we saw from 4 Warrior Men. That's a great shot, though. Uh-oh. AK, just a little late on that pre-fire. And there goes Entropic taking him out. Entropic always plays so tight together. And every time they do so, they're just so good at being able to pick each other back up so quickly. Love to see that from this team.
Yeah, that reload not playing into the hands of the Republic right there. Entropic 4 up, 4 strong. Jack was able to get the pickup on their squad mate across the street. Backfire looking to weave this grenade right through that window. Jack, no helmet, nice hairstyle, gonna be pulling back right now. Nowhere to really go, though. I mean, they're pretty much pinned down. I don't see any vehicles. And looking at this, Entropic, they are popping in their vehicles, trying to close the gap right here.
Oh, man, we saw on the kill feed, Dave. The Teletubbies,
Don't tell me.
Getting beat up.
What?
Getting beat up, dude.
They're still on the map. They're still on the map. I see them.
I saw a couple get knocked. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they're going to be able to survive, though. They gotta be able to get past that bridge. But right now, we're all eyes are on Entropic. Currently in 3rd place. This is a top 3 squad, and they are full sending it right now onto the Republic of Kosovo. This poor team needs so many points if they want to make it, and they happen to go up against one of the top teams in the lobby. Whoa. Oh, that's a great play! Nissy, can they hold it down? Make a play, man. Do it. Republic of Kosovo. Make the highlight reel. Show that you have the ability to hold it down against a top team. There comes a nade inside. Not going to hit. 2 members down. That one will, though. Jack's going to have to go for the res. Oh, is that some shotguns I see coming out? That's going to be brutal.
Pushing.
Here comes the send.
Mooney.
Up the building. Jump. Another smoke. No helmet. 1 bullet. And it's done. Oh, Mooney's coming. Oh, he's going to pre-fire this. Nade. Oh.
Backfire. Backfire.
Just through the window. That'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering why Mooney wasn't pushing right there, and that's why, because Backfire was like, Mooney, relax. I got my grenade.
Don't worry,
you
dog.
know, I got my grenade locked in on target. I mean, they have room to work with. They lost 2 in the process.
Oh, it's a big fight.
You know, this is a huge fight. 4 warrior men. Bobo
Yeah.
already down, bleeding on out, trying to pull back to their squad mates, calling for that revive. ASX though, trying to get that flank. Chapo!
Oh, that's a great shot. That's a great shot right there. And there's a good return one there from ASK. Now, it's just this last member for 4 warrior men. They had a great start. Can the 15 kill chicken dinner dream? It's all on the shoulders of Faro right now. And his teammates are bleeding out. Oh, man. Yeah, this is devastating for him. He has to push out here, and he's going to be taken out. Yeah, he had to push out. He had no choice because he couldn't afford his teammates to die. Because they needed way more kills, and to get those many kills by his lonesome was just going to be proven too difficult. So, Local Nostra Power able to take them out, and that is going to be the end of 4 warrior men. GG's,
Not
guys.
only that,
GG's.
the blue zone was starting to push, and their squad mates they were chunked down so low that blue zone was just going to finish them off regardless. So I believe they spent just a little too much time, you know, playing a little too passive, camping that one out before pulling the trigger and making that push. And Papa Blue is always going to win at the end of the day. Next zone, shooting range goes on up. We got 11 teams. Only 11 teams. We had so much early game action. No hate over here. Trying to get the fire down. I believe that is going to be Local Nostra Ice, who, hey, another squad who really had a phenomenal day. I believe coming into today, they were not top 16. They got, 1 chicken dinner. And after that, they've just been being really consistent with just playing that survival game and getting those consistent placement points.
Man, they had a great day today. They had a great day. So Local Nostra Ice really moved themselves at the leaderboard. They're in 12th with 81 points. Still, that is not a massive difference from 16th, which is 74. So they got to be really on their P's and Q's because they're going to get passed up really quickly by a lot of teams that are going to be playing tomorrow. We'll see, though, if they're going to be able to hold on. They need some big points here. 11 teams remaining. This is a tough spot. Snake Hill is taken, and they got direct sight lines onto them. Yeah, you can see those shots coming in. They're having to hit the laydowns now. Oh. Gold Touch busting out the smokes out the pan. Trying to survive here. We do have a shooting range zone.
Respect. Little 2-2 split right here. Little 2-2 split right here. Trying to pepper down. Trying to keep.
Dude, your Respect was in 30th yesterday. They're in 4th now. They just passed up Team
people
Masters.
People said like this was a team to definitely watch out for when it comes to the group stages. And honestly, after day 1, I was like, I don't know. Are you sure? Are you sure? But then, nah. I mean, the next day that they played those 2 chicken dinners, I mean, completely different squad. They were playing so loose and so free and confident. And right now, I mean, they're 2-2 split. They're going to be able to pretty much hold down a lot of this terrain. As long as they can avoid getting the 1 taps over here. Nacho finding out the hard way. Don't overextend. Don't overextend. Especially right now. 10 teams to go. Hey, Jukes, you're talking trash about the Teletubbies, right? Relax. They're right there. 3 of them still alive, all right? In the southern spot of this zone. They're the last team that...
Teletubbies, bro.
They lost 1, but they're the last team that's actually alive still who are not top 16 who need that chicken dinner, right?
That's true. The Teletubbies, though, they need not just the chicken dinner. They need kills, and they need to start getting them. The Teletubbies need to get angry. Caster from Respect putting in some great shots downrange as Deus Legion throwing out some smokes, trying to support their teammates, trying to get that res off. But the Teletubbies, man, they have a chance. They have a chance, but they gotta get it done. Oh wait, no, sorry, Martin Gaming's still alive. Martin Gaming's still alive. 5 kills. They need a lot more, though. A lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, they need a lot more. They need a lot more. They need a lot more, man. And they're currently...
That's a duo, too.
That's a duo. Yeah, they need... I mean, hey, they got their
a Christmas miracle
for today. Yeah, I mean, they could do it, though. I mean, don't count them out. They could do it, but it's going to take a lot. It's going to take this next zone to favor them. That's the start. Let's see where it goes. Okay,
well,
not
I
too
live in
bad.
Texas, man, so it's been snowing. So it could be we could definitely see a Christmas miracle. That's for sure. We'll see. Keep an eye on them. See if they're able to get a little lucky. Make some plays. Oh, that ain't lucky right there. It's a nice headshot there from Eddie. Able to. Oh, a little punch in the air. Yeah, I like that as well. Just, he's mad. He's mad. He says, I want to win. I want to move on. Like, guess what? You need some more kills, brother. You got to get some kills.
Well, they are fortunate to be pretty close to that next zone. Teletubbies, their competition right now when it comes to squads looking to get that winner chicken dinner, aren't really being proactive. The next zone did pop a couple seconds ago, and the Teletubbies still in the same position that they were. They received some gunfire. Now they're going to start to toss out some smokes, get those things blooming. They do have 3 vehicles to work with, so they could just boost those bad boys and use it for cover. We're gonna have to pay attention to the map to see how far they send it. They might actually clash with Martin Gaming. 2 teams in the race, on the hunt for that winner chicken dinner. Yep, here it is, right there. Easy.
They need kills
low,
though.
trying to get the run over.
Oh, Mooney finishing him off. That's 2 That's gonna be 1 Teletubby up, dude. Chills, big chillin'.
So low
for now. Yeah, blows up the vehicle. Let's go. I'm gonna call it, dude. I'm gonna call it for the Teletubbies. That's
You better not.
Fun ride.
You better not.
Fun watch. It's all over, baby.
You better not.
It is all over. The Chills. He needs to win and get like 10 kills.
Easy.
Solo.
Easy.
Come on, Chills. Prove me wrong, Chills. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to doubt Chills so that way he can just get enraged and pop off. That's why I'm doing this.
And in all fairness, out of all the Teletubbies, and this is not me being toxic, but Chills has been the one with the biggest backpack. You know, the one really putting in the work, clocking in. So nasty. Strong legs. Nasty. Respect still with 4 up. That is really concerning for me if everybody else. Nacho recently spotted. Poppy looking over there like, hey, Nacho, no man left behind. I'm going to get my dossier and I'm going to come save you, brother. I'm going to come save you.
On the way, and they are sending it. Rexpex is chilling at 4th. They're trying to pass up Entropic for 3rd right now, and they might be able to. And at the same time, it's good that they're popping off for some of these other squads. They want them to take out them. They want to soak up all the points, but they need points as well. That's the problem. Is a lot of these teams need to put up some big points on the board, and when you got a couple of big teams just stealing them away from you, that just makes it much more difficult, especially when you need a lot of kills.
So let's mention something real quick, and I believe you touched on this. Locanostra Ice. Locanostra Ice. They are in 12th place, but you really can't call them safe considering tomorrow teams have 4 games to potentially overthrow them. So this is also a really big game for Locanostra Ice. They want to make sure to get some kill points, currently sitting on 3, and also some decent placement points. As of right now, I believe I just saw there's 8 teams left. So if they get taken out right now, that's only 1 placement point. So Locanostra Ice, full-blown try-hard mode right now. They want to have a really strong finish. So tomorrow, they're not going to be on the sideline just sweating bullets.
And they had a great day so far, but they need to have another big one because at the same time, almost every single team surrounding them is playing tomorrow. Look at this Mooney. Gonna take out the final member of Martin Gaming. So here comes Chills, and there's the problem. Chills needs to kill everybody in the lobby at this point. Every single person.
They can do it.
Chills needs to kill them.
They can do it. Mooney right behind Chills. Mooney might spot out Chills first. Nacho resurrected from the dead earlier on. Respect Esports all pushing together. Pushing over this.
Locanostra Ice. 1 point, 1 person left. 1 person left, and top 5 situation. And the problem is the teams right below them, Gamers United, No Limits, Team 9 Target, all those uncalled for, Mixed Squad, all those teams are playing tomorrow with 4 games. And they are going to rocket launch themselves at the leaderboard. So he needs to snake this into a top 3 situation and possibly maybe sneak another kill away. But man, look at this. You got one of the top teams in the lobby, Rexpec, just running it right now. Holding a great position. So many teams being really careful, and all eyes are in that direction where he's hiding. Not good. Not good if you're on Local No Ice.
In that terrain too, so challenging. I mean, no trees. There's about one rock and just a bunch of little baby hills. So you might pull up to one of these baby hills, one of these bowls, and think you're safe, but in reality, it's false because you're gonna be right up in that grenade range with your enemies, and that's just a goal waiting to happen. So Goat right now in the smokes, going for that pre-fire, trying to connect, trying to get any damage right now. Nobody really needs to move. Everybody's going to be in this zone for the time being, and we're starting to see these teams, just toss out those grenades, start going fishing.
That nade almost popped right on him. I thought it was just a little bit undercooked, but you can just see everybody's just trying to throw some utility, trying to open up the fight, possibly put that pressure down. And a knock here is so crucial because you really, honestly, most of the time when you get a knock here, you take out 2 members from the squad because you have one knocked and the other has to spend 8 seconds picking him up. And that gives you a lot of opportunities to be able to apply pressure and possibly move into positions that you weren't able to prior to. Poppy, gonna go for it! Throwing in the pen. Come on, one time. We haven't seen it yet.
They love doing it.
Hit it.
They love doing it.
They love doing it. You have to go for it. You have to go for it every time because all it takes is that one time for it hitting and you will officially cement yourself into PUBG Mobile history without a doubt.
I really got to call
like,
out
I'll bust out the
Respect.
chisel and etch your name in stone.
There you go. On your wall. Your brand new wall. But Respect Esports, heads up play because they popped some tires from Master Esports. They've been trying to pop these tires for some time now to eliminate that utility usage with those vehicles from Master Esports. So very smart play. And now we see Master Esports all again separated. They got these smoke screen, that soft cover for the time being, but all eyes on them. Everybody,
ouch.
Respect Esports, they are Legion. They're going to make sure to try to keep them from breaching this new play zone.
And they are trying their heart out. So there goes Loco Nostra Ice. They go out in 5th place. I can't wait to see where they end up on the leaderboards. Respect, and you can just see the difference in playstyle. They're playing this so aggressive. And that's exactly what they need to do. There's only one remaining member here for Master Esports. And they are just putting in work. Nacho with that 4xM4. Catching him through the smoke. Great plays here from Nacho. One remaining member up left for Master Esports.
So good. So good. And they got the pickup onto Caster. So good. Mooney's still alive. Mooney just will not die. Mooney has been withstanding grenade after grenade from multiple enemies. Still alive. Might play spoiler. So keep an eye on the kill feed. Mooney's going to pop up any moment now. Rich. Shredded right there. Deus Legion still in these smokes. Meanwhile, the Snake Mooney. Oh, Master Esports annihilated over there. Done, son.
And there's Entropic, the team. Oh, look at that nade from Caster. He said, I got a you. Bop, bop, bop. Nades. Oh, look at that. Bassie's only got
Nacho!
1 HP left. No, run. Oh, they didn't. Now they're just having fun.
Mooney!
Oh, trying to turn on him. Oh, there goes Poppy. All up to him now. Poppy, the clutch king. Bop. Mooney's going to secure those points. Oh, it's going to blow up the buggy. Is it going to work? Poppy's going to throw a Molotov. It's going to be a little bit close to him. And now he's going to press up 1v1. Hip fire. Who's going to hit these? Oh, he touched the Molotov. And it's done. Poppy. Let's go. Securing the chicken dinner. Dude, this guy, how many clutch badges is he going to earn? Gets another one right there. Another one right there. Beautiful.
Correct.
Beautiful.
I believe that is going to be breaking the record when it comes to winner chicken dinners. That's going to give them 3 chickens, if I'm not mistaken. So they are having quite the group stage qualifier coming for them. And what better way to end it off for their group with a chicken dinner? Mooney though, 7 kills, the snake in the grass. And this is last game. This was a rematch. Both these squads finished top 2 last game as well.
That's crazy. And not to mention, they're both kind of fighting for like that 3rd place spot. So it's going to be interesting to see where they end up. I mean, Mooney with that end up 7 kills, that's 10 in total for Entropic. So that's still a massive game for these 2 squads. And man, Respect and Entropic really decided to come in here and say, you know what? All you teams that need all these kills to try and move on, sorry. They're ours.
Nah.
We're taking them, baby.
Nah.
You know?
Not today.
Nah.
Not
I mean, yeah,
today.
we already qualified, but guess what? We want to be in second. You know what I'm saying? We want to be in third place. Just looks better. Beautiful.
First is
Beautiful.
the worst,
So
second is the best, third is one with the hairy chest, right? That's what they used to say. So
that's what they say. That's what
that's
they
what they
say.
say.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just get straight to it. Let's take a look at the leaderboards because that is exactly what every single one of you want to see right now. So, for everybody that's watching, go put some love and support for the teams that you are really wanting to see because at the end of the day, they deserve it. They did a great job of being here so far. So hopefully we can take a look to see what they're going to be looking at tomorrow, man, because it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one. And we're going to see right now as the ranking goes on up. And boom. I'm going to keep an eye. Okay, so it looks like Entropic is going to pass up Respect in the end by just 3 points. But now look at this. Both these squads are in second and third place. So great performances from them. But all eyes right now are going to be on that 16th place for UN Clan. That's the mark. 76 points, Dave. Tomorrow,
Yeah, and
that is just the number that everyone's trying to pass minimum.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a target on your back. And Luck and Ostra Ice, I mean, finishing strong here today. Like, they were not qualifying starting today. And now, 10th place, 90 points. They got a nice little buffer between them and that 16th. I mean, it's not going to be enough to really, like, start celebrating. You know, 4 Romanian men, Entropic. I mean, they can celebrate, 144, 135.
For sure.
90 is going to be close. But the fact is, they weren't here today. Like, starting today, they were not here. They were nowhere near this, right? So, amazing jump up in the overall leaderboards for that squad.
And that's clutch. To be able to go ahead and have this kind of performance in the last day, it's not easy. Not easy by any means. I think it's one of the hardest things you could possibly do in competitive PUBG Mobile. So the fact that the Local Nostra Ice are even here is a massive W for them. In the same time, we got to be real, though. And look, 90 points tomorrow. GSG Europe, Panda, Gamers Unite Nations, No Limits. I mean, Team Night Target. Every single team below them are playing tomorrow. And as you can see, the lowest team there is Team Night Target with 79 points. So all they need to do is get 12. If they get 12 points and the rest of the teams go up from there, Local Nostra Ice is going to dip down further. So Local Nostra Ice, if you're a fan of them, throw some hands up in the air. Hopefully they're going to be able to hold on tomorrow. Let's take a look at the next page as we get it going here and see which teams, unfortunately, didn't make it. Now, Mixed Squad has 62 points. So Mixed Squad has to have a good day tomorrow. So do the Fast Boys. They're going to have to put up some points. But unfortunately, there's a lot of teams that played all their matches today, and that is going to be it for them.
Yeah, Uncalled For, Mixed Squad, Fast Boys, Script Farms, Exotic, all these teams, they're going to have the race of their life here tomorrow. And, hey, we have to give credit where it's due. Teletubbies for Warrior Men, Martin Gaming. Martin Gaming got their first chicken dinner here today. The Teletubbies, we saw them. They increased their kill points here today. They ended the tournament with 25. For Warrior Men as well. I mean, talk about having one insane match. This last game, I think they ended with 8 kills. Very aggressive from the jump. I mean, we saw, I forget who it was from the squad, but that wraparound, that flank to catch Team Masters, by surprise, that you need to have just the best communication to be able to pull that off, because they had one squad mate holding down a duo from Team Masters who were pressing with grenades, who were pressing with pre-fires, and the next thing you know, you got your support flanking from behind. So huge.
That was against Team Masters too.
Yeah, exactly. Very aggressive team. So a huge showing for them on that individual level as well that you were talking about earlier on today.
Yeah, so a great way to kind of end. Unfortunately, they're not going to make it at the same time, though. They got to feel at least a little bit better than they did in match number 3, because that was a great, solid play to make. So at the end of the day, though, you still got the next split that's going to be coming around the corner. So hopefully all these teams that did make it here today are able to take this experience, learn from it, put in the work, put in the hours, and come back even stronger the next time. And for the most part, I ain't gonna lie, every single time we've seen a team do that, they always do. They always come back a little bit hungrier and a little bit hotter the next time around. So hopefully that's what we see. But that is going to be it for today's games. And that is going to be it for Group A and Group D. So tomorrow, that's a deciding factor, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody that's a fan of these teams that are currently in here, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow to see if they're going to be able to make it on, because tomorrow is Group B versus Group C. 4 matches. A lot of points that can be earned in those 4 matches, and we're going to see some definite changes in the leaderboard. I can tell you that right now.
Cannot wait. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you smash the follow, watch the VODs, get prepared, because tomorrow EU West group stages will conclude. Every single team would have played 12 matches. The goal, top 16. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, be there or be square. See you then.